All right, this again, I just like to have different colors on things, so we've got a few colors to work with anyway at this point. Uh, I think I've just got better at doing the I'm getting. So how does the beveling situation work with this thing? And again, we'll go through the same process of breaking everything apart, and it should hopefully be fine, right? But you can actually change the grid, right? No, no. Okay, you know what? That's There was actually a button here about the canvas. Edit canvas. Yeah, there are some features with the images and the stickers and everything, but I really don't want to get into that. Um, it's just part of, okay. I would love to know how to rename these things, rather than just being called that. All right, so before we break apart, we're going to actually edit the thing, right? Wait, didn't I just do this? Did I do it? No, I didn't do it. So again, everything is interesting when it's 1 centimeter for some reason. Does it just get more boring at 2? It literally ends doing anything at this point, right? I know there is stuff here. Yeah, these are nice shapes, right? Can I make an actual proper diamond looking shape? Should be able to, right? Let's go. It makes no sense that this says cube and then literally you can change the numbers independently. Yeah, there's a diamond. So that's a diamond. It was literally about there, right? I think that was actually the perfect shape for it. What are you talking about, bro? It's obviously going to be all the same. I don't know what I'm thinking, like you dare. Um, Here's the thing: you should, yeah, it makes sense. You're going to get more interesting stuff with its, yeah, probably like at 1 centimeter on the bevel would make sense for a block like that. All right, let's just do that. I'm sure that I just want to briefly look actually. See, once you go to a certain point, it becomes irrelevant. The selection would be interesting here, though, for sure. I think we're just going to do 1 centimeter. We'll just do 1 centimeter and one. Because here's the thing: it's hard to tell like what the difference in selection would be here. Should be good selections though, right? And again, let's just do another break apart and see what we can get with this. It's kind of weird, like, because to me, convert to standard model almost feels like a break apart, even though it's not really. Because you can't, because you see, once it becomes a standard model, you cannot do anything to it. You see, it's gone. All the properties have gone. I could still change the size of it. But I think, again, this must be with regards to the local and global things. You see, I could lock that, right? I could still do this stuff. Weirdly, see, that's weird, right? I changed the size of it, and you would expect everything here to remain the same. But, no, not that. It's because they're unlocked. No, but they were locked when I did it, right? No, it is working properly. I'm just being pointless with it. Okay. Um, So let's just check then what we can do with this. Can we select these little triangles? Yeah, we can. And again, no way to actually change them individually unless... Okay, so let's say I want to make all the little triangles. So there's 8 triangles in the corners of these blocks. I want to make them all a different color. Now, how might I go about achieving that goal? Well, again, it would be nice to just be able to press that, but obviously you can't. So the only way to do it, just trying to think, like, is there a way to do that it's simpler than just that? Because the problem is the break apart will still not work, right? I can do break apart, but then this still yields the same result, right? So it makes actually very little difference there. The other thing that is actually worth checking out there, if we just go back into this, I just want to see again. Okay, so this is the pre-break apart. Yeah, I guess you just don't get any chance to see pre-break apart, which is this is interesting on a cube because I don't think you can really do this on text. Pre-break apart. See, we're at pre-break apart stage. I can still select that, right? So it's possible that it actually already does. So let me just see if I can actually then change it. It's possible. You wouldn't have expected. What? I didn't just notice a load of extra material. Oh wow! I did not see these ones. We'll have to get onto. Are they in my list at the moment? No, they're actually in the objects. Weirdly. Okay. Anyway. Huh, I haven't noticed some of this stuff at the bottom. Let's do a different. Let's do cedar wood. Huh. That is interesting. No break apart on this guy. Okay. It's worth knowing that, right? So we want to do some selections, right? So we're going to do some shift selections. We'll just, should we just do those? Well, may as well do the others. Can I, see they're still selected, right? So technically, I should be able to get the other ones in as well. Put shift back in. Keep shift on here, right? They're selected. So they're all selected. That's cool. And then all we have to do, it's just before, I don't want to lose this selection. It's kind of like, you don't really lose the selection that easily though. And then we'll just go to our sampler. And that's it. It does actually appear down there for some reason. I don't even notice that. What do we have up here then? It looks like it was pretty good. Yeah, that works pretty well. The question is though, what's this bar here? The thing I do wonder is, what options do I have with regards to? The thing is, you could do this anyway, right? Like that. I could have done that anyway if it was broken apart. But it's interesting to know that it doesn't appear that you really need to break it apart. Just out of interest though, because I know I said I wasn't going to get into the images. I just want to see if it actually covers it up. No, it doesn't. So basically, the image would always be underneath. If it's, as long as it's in decal mode. Again, I'm not getting into this section yet. Yeah, see, even there, like, oh, wait. I think if it was broken apart, it might go over it in terms of the layer placement. Let me just check if I move this down. Let me just try this again. So we'll put this on here. Yeah, the fill will just fill it like that. Right, you know what? I'm not going to think about any other modes, but so potentially you could do something like that, right? You know what's interesting? I wonder what if I just leave it there. I do a selection of this section, and then we do a sample of the wood texture. Very interesting.